Let it be war. And if I cannot save it, let the galaxy burn.
Hello and welcome back to another episode. So I cannot remember what I did last episode because you guessed it, I've been super busy. I know we want to make contact here, so we obviously want to take these two out. We want to make contact here so we can take this out. We probably would like to do one here as well. However, I would prefer to do this spot, but that does remind me that I need intel, so that is what I was up to. So I was scanning up here for that intel, and I think we got called away for a mission. Alright, I think it's coming back to me. So let's head back up and scan, because yeah, we are pretty far up on the Avatar project. I would love to knock that down a peg. We'll add Schism. I like Schism, even though I think it adds 8% to miss. I feel like Insanity feels like a guarantee. Alright, so now we could actually change and go just start this episode by killing this man dead. We could also do this. That probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Especially since killing the Chosen does not actually lower the progress of the Avatar project, I found out, which is dumb and also stupid. Man, we literally just came from there too. I do want to hunt the other Chosen, the final Chosen. I think this is probably the smarter decision. So we do have Xcom. I think we have a pretty well-rounded team for attacking the next Chosen. So I'm gonna send in someone probably lower rank. Yeah, bonus damage from skirmishers and close range attacks. It might not be a bad idea to bring our skirmisher with. I suppose we could use the pull ability. That might not be a bad idea because Justice could get the Warlock out of position. The question is, can we use that on the Warlock? I don't recall. I think I want Whiplash because free hit, very good. Return fire, free attack, very good. And then this could be useful. This adds a little bit more utility, I think. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And I guess we will go ahead and bring our skirmisher with us. We haven't used them too much, so might as well. And if we're going to do that, we should invest in an upgrade, I think. PAL 90 bullpup, which means we need supplies. But I do think I want our plasma bullpup upgrade. So we are going to make a pit stop at the black market. Head on down to the... Yes. Make a head on down there and kill the Warlock. Kill him dead. Alright, so I think that's a pretty decent chunk of change, so we'll go and do that. But we will go ahead and buy our upgrade, the Cal 90 bullpup. But how much damage do we do now? 6 to 7. That is not bad. And since we're going to deal bonus damage, this could be pretty valuable. But we are still bringing Xcom. So we are going to reduce Avatar Project, and we will bring our skirmisher with. So I guess that means we're going to send Jormungand on this mission. We'll send Mail, because a sniper doesn't typically need a tremendous mobility buff, so +1 might be good when we make Mail like an actual class. So I don't believe we've done that quite yet. Sure, why not? Alright, so yeah, we have our skirmisher upgrade. We have our covert action going. I think it's time we go take out the Warlock.
Avenger plotting new course.
Now I am at an impasse. We could swap out for the katana. So that would deal more damage on average. And it can't miss. Or be dodged, apparently. I didn't know it could be dodged. And it has apparently native armor pierce. Interesting. I didn't know that either. But Yeah, so, I mean, granted, he already has armor pierce, but, yeah, the chain axe, or the hatchet, or whatever it actually is, we can chuck that. That gives us a free action. But the katana, like I said, on average does more damage. And when I say on average, I mean it just flat out does more damage. So, yeah, I think we want higher damage output. The free action would be nice, but I think this is probably the way to go here for now. Because we want to deal as much damage as physically possible to the Chosen. And we do deal bonus damage close quarters, so we want to hit as hard as we can. And with that being said, oh man, I'll say we probably want the Sons of Horus. Because he's going to deal bonus damage. He's going to deal a lot of bonus damage. But unfortunately, he is tired for 33 hours. We might wait until he is done, because I think he is going to be pretty valuable here. Because like I said, he does bonus damage, so having him be able to just bum rush the enemy could be pretty valuable. I'm just going to...
Avenger plotting new
well, maybe not. I don't know. Let's say we're not building anything. Does this include... Actually, I don't know. I'm going to go check to see if build faster includes whatever we're making. One sec. Alright, so it does not... It's only manufacturing stuff. So, yeah, we're just going to scan by the Reapers for like 30 seconds. Just to get... we're just going to pass the day, essentially. And I think we're good. Is that 33 hours? Yes, okay. He's good. Alright, yeah. Now we're good to keep going. Like I said, I think having him close quarter and just like flank the Warlock and blast him in the butt cheeks with a plasma gun, I feel like that is going to be pretty strong. Especially since we could probably do it twice. So I feel like we might be able to kill him very quickly. Alright, so who do we want for our last two? And yes, I did put both heroes on the sides purely for the aesthetic. I feel like I would like to take Nyx, but I feel like snipers are a little tough on these missions just because it is a little close quarters. Skibitsky is always good because, I mean, you can't really go wrong with heavy weapons. Grenades to destroy cover, big gun to deal big damage. And we could give him the ice bomb. That's not a bad idea. And I was thinking we'd bring Pepland as our last person because it deals a lot of damage. And also, I feel like we can give ourselves an expanded magazine. Is that a thing? Advanced expanded magazine. I think we will gonna do that. I think we are going to do that. Because now we're gonna have 4 shots, which is actually stupid. It is actually disgusting. And an autoloader could be cool. Let's do an advanced autoloader. So I don't think it's quite as imperative. Normally I'd slap a scope on here, but I feel like he already is pretty good. And also, like I said last episode, scopes are changed with RPGO, and I did not disable that option, so I think this is going to be our team. Pretty high damage output. We are a little close quarters, but I think we'll be fine, especially if our Pure Darkness can pull the Warlock, because if he can do that, then we could pull him in, hit him, shoot him maybe once or twice, have Simon Pieman shoot him probably twice, point blank, and then have Connor walk up, slice him twice, maybe lightning hands, and then on top of that, throw in a Blade Storm if he decides to move. So I feel like these 3 alone can lock down and kill the Warlock. And if not, we have... Oh, we don't have Light 'em Up. Not on you. Okay. It'll be fine. I mean, we can... Worst case scenario, we get close and deal bonus damage by just shooting him in the butt with it. So we'll be fine. And then, you know, like I said, worst case scenario, oh no, we'll just use Banish. Now, I can't remember. I feel like... Can we use Banish on the... obelisk thing. I don't think we can. The sarcophagus. I don't believe we can, but it's an option if we are able to. Alright, so I went ahead and allocated everyone's points and looked at their stats and everything, their loadouts, and I think we're all set. So let's go ahead and hop into it.
Okay, people. Stay alert and remember why you're here. That thing
Alright.
dies today. No matter what it takes.
Think-
Detecting a strong
yeah,
energy
this
signature
looks
further ahead in the facility.
very
There
samey
is
to
no
the
doubt
previous
in my
mission we
mind
just
that
did.
it is from the Chosen. Then that's where we need to be.
Such brave.
Let's go this direction.
Determination.
And I think we're just going to full send up to here.
Fought in the sacred temple and dare strike down a child of the gods. Your hubris is your
And unfortunately don't quite have the mobility to finish our position here, but I was thinking we might want to have just the Reaper Scout, but I also decided I didn't care simultaneously, and we are just going to send it in here.
If you only knew the truth of this
Oh,
place,
wow, this is a long room.
scurried back to the shadows where you were spawned.
Well, we weren't expecting to sneak in here
Okay,
today.
well-
Let's take these things out.
We know there's a room here, and it does not appear to be the room we want. There's a big long room here. This room here, which obviously isn't, because I don't think the objective ever spawns right next to us. It could be this one. There's likely a room here, and then over here. And it's more than likely the furthest one away, so we're just going to push that direction. That usually is my strategy, just
I go.
walk in the other direction from where we start. But
To glory.
unfortunately, we'll put you right here. And then Connor, we probably want you pushed up, but we don't want to go too crazy, because if we activate them early, that could be problematic for us. I think we just Overwatch, honestly. If we spot them, we get some free shots. That would be pretty cool. If not, you can probably just get away with a Claymore here.
Around us, can you not
We do have two of them.
Their reach is eternal.
Not cool. What? Wait. Hold on. I saw it. I saw it for a second. Okay, apparently the game is gaslighting me. Do we want to just aggro them? We could try to launch a grenade with you from back here. That might not be a bad idea. And it looks like we would hit everyone. So let's do that, actually.
Presume to command me.
Maybe we can pull him closer to us and then hit him with a claymore. That was a good grenade right there. So they're gonna land right next to us, which is not bad. Very strange that they get to relocate and then scatter. But how much damage do we do with the sword? Not nearly enough. So Connor, how can... Okay, unfortunately we can't get in there. We can definitely kill whoever we feel like, basically. Minus her, actually. Where's Simon? Simon Pieman, I think you are responsible for taking her out. So let's run and gun over to here. She has the highest health bar, and you have the biggest one-tap potential. And there's more guys. Okay. That is not ideal. But we can still melt her face. Perfect. However, this does allow Connor to chain hits significantly easier, because we could go straight for this guy Honestly, we could probably just hit him twice if we really want to. So a claymore over here seems like it could be pretty valuable. However, not... Okay, that's actually a pretty good spot. Yeah, let's do this. And it'll destroy some of their cover and deal some damage. I think that's probably a good move. And it'll keep him concealed. At least for the time being. One of them is going to inevitably run in the tile right next to him. So we will have to deal with that in the near future, but so be it. Alright. So... Wait, where is our... Oh, Justice, okay. I was like, do we not have that? But I was just blind. So them moving over here is actually kind of annoying. What do we want to do? We could scoot over to... We could scoot to here. Justice one of them. Probably her. And then shoot her. Or no, move over there and whiplash, I mean. This is a bit of a pickle. So I feel like shooting him is a pretty good idea here. So you don't really have much of a better target right now. And that's the exact outcome I was hoping for, actually. So I believe... So he's stunned for 2 actions, so I believe that means he should not be able to do anything his following turn. However, I have been lied to by this game before. So we could actually just go in sword slice you, like do this, and then bounce to maybe this target up here. We do still need to deal with these guys, however. I wish I could know if we could make it over to that guy. By like, if we killed her, can we run over here and kill her, him? Okay. So who all is available? So we have Pure Darkness and Connor. I think that's it. Okay, so we need... I think these two are the most problematic at the moment. So what we're going to try to do is hit her with this, and if we can chain over to the Terminator, then we'll do that. Okay, we can. Now the problem is we do need to be careful, because if we do something like this, that is a very easy flank for 4 targets to just come over and kill us. So what we could do... We can't justice him, unfortunately. I do want this target dead over here. Oh, you know what we... No, Bladestorm's not close enough. I would say we could just park him, or Simon Pieman, right next to her and call it a day, but I don't think we're close enough. Does Whiplash kill? Whiplash kills. So that might not be a bad idea, because like I said, even though he's stunned for 2 actions, I know I have had enemies get stunned and then immediately get their action. Because I feel like, I don't remember what, but I think someone messed up the coding. So a stunned target, it gets rid of the stun at the beginning of their turn. And I feel like it was the one that's worded like this, because I think there's 2 stuns. So I think it's probably safe to kill him now. Unfortunate that we're burning our Whiplash now, but I would rather get that out of the way than regret it later. So Connor has a few choices, and I think one of them could be just running straight up over here. You know what we really could do if we wanted to? We could just move right here, kill this guy, or get pretty darn close to killing this guy. The problem is this guy would be pretty healthy, so if we could deal some damage over here, I might do that. If we want to be very ballsy, maybe not. We could justice someone. That might be a safer choice. Justice one of them and have you... Oh, but then we need her dead, and to do so, we need 2 actions. Because you can't see that. So let's say we could justice and then have Connor slice them. But unfortunately... Let's do this. Let's just get rid of her, because she's flanking us. We need her gone.
Squad destroyed.
And... do we justice? I think that's not a half bad idea, because if we can pull this guy... Yeah, I kind of figured. Let's see, if we can pull that guy, we can get a kill, I think. We could chuck a plasma grenade at him. That's not a half bad idea. I think we just have to pull an Overwatch here, because we don't really have much of a better choice. I would love to move you somewhere. I'm going to put you here and make you an appealing target for them to come in close. Okay, yeah, we whiff it. Go figure. He is on fire, though, so... Okay, he whiffed. Let's hope the other 2 also whiff. He's immune to fire. That's not ideal. He moved twice, and he overwatched. Surely you can't hit... Oh, perfect. That's what we wanted. That's exactly why I moved him there. Making him an appealing target for a close quarter opponent. Okay. So... moving up here and shotgunning him in the face is an easy choice. Problem is, he does have a flamethrower, and I'm willing to bet he'll explode. We do need to get rid of that Overwatch. How do we do that? We could do... something like... Can we do this instead? We could run over here and shoot him in the face. That is not... Actually, yeah, because we do this. We use Sting and just shoot him in the face. So now we stay concealed, break his Overwatch, and deal some damage. And shred 2 armor, apparently. Interesting. Alright, so now we're free to move. Which means, unfortunately, Connor is just out of range to chain hits here. So I think the easiest choice is to just run up here and kill this guy. Perfect. And then Implacable does give us some mobility options, so if we want, we could just plop you right here and the dude will get killed if he decides to move. But that is if he decides to move. And I'm slightly concerned he'll just shoot us in the face instead. Big damage. Unfortunately, 1 shy, but that's fine. We can very easily clean that up. Perfect. A second crit. Jeez Louise. Alright, so that leaves 1 guy left. And we should very easily be able to deal with him. I think you should be able to land the hit just with surgical precision alone. Yeah, there, look at that. And then I think a nicely placed sword attack will finish the job. Alright. Came together like a nice little puzzle.
Crush them!
Ooh, okay, that was tough. And that's not even the way we're supposed to go. Was I actually wrong? Was this not? We started over here. We came... What? Wait. This is... I think this is the room. Wait, where did we start from? We started here, moved over this way, moved into here, pushed over here. So... It's this room right here is where we need to be. But I actually believe that, because if we go through here and then left is what I'm assuming is the move. That is technically the furthest position. I doubt it's this way, this way, this way. So, yeah, let's try to sneak in through this door.
We are Legion. Death to the false emperor.
Alright, so we are just going to want to group up on this door over here before we do anything else.
Fight to preserve an entire universe. Yet here you stand, willing to die to retain your ignorance. Moving quickly.
A reload for those who can do it would be nice. Also, an expanded magazine for you would be fantastic, and I keep forgetting to do that. Also, I was going to look at the shotgun for you that we got from the assassin, and I also forgot. But, what can you do? The answer is remember things, but apparently I'm having trouble with that. Alright, so we were exactly right. It's that way. So let's open this door too. So I have a sneaking suspicion if we try to go through it with our Reaper, it's going to immediately break our stealth. And there's the final pod and the objective. Yeah, I've done this before, bud.
Alien transport device of some kind. Understood. Looks like we found our way out of here.
Man, look at this thing that looks exactly like the thing we saw last time. I bet this is where we're trying to go. Yeah, I think you're probably right, bud. Alright, so we're gonna try to sneak up here. That way we have as much mobility as possible, and then we'll have Skibitsky cover this doorway if they decide to aggro on us. And then we'll just overwatch all, honestly. So if they aggro, which they are going to do... No, okay. Do we claymore here? If we can get a grenade in here, that would be beautiful. Ooh, come on, I saw it. There we go. This is what we're looking for. We could have thrown a claymore in here, but I do want to save one for the chosen, just in case we need it. But we should have no problem cleaning up these guys. Alright, so for starters, you can just shoot him in the spine, and surely this won't roll a 5. Oh, okay. And it's gonna reveal us. Yeah, I knew the moment I saw he had 6 health, that was gonna be the outcome. But I was like, yeah, surely that won't actually happen, right? Because that would just be so stupid. Whatever. We have a way to go, reconceal. It shouldn't be that big of a deal.
Kill! Kill!
You know, if we really wanted to, we could just plop right here and let this guy kill himself into Bladestorm, but... nah. But, you know, we can give the kill over to you. Perfect.
My weapon is almost depleted.
I feel like this is like lore accurate. Well, I was gonna just shoot him in the face, but I'll save the round. I feel like this is like lore accurate Mechanicus walking into a room full of Chaos Space Marines. You just kind of get absolutely brutalized.
XCom, shall your race be saved? An entire world and all its people.
Man.
Left to my tender mercies.
Alright, well, next turn I guess we're gonna be reloading. Because,
Yet for any of us to survive, the elders must not fail.
we were exactly one tile away.
Their own salvation.
Alright, let's go through.
Well done, Menace 1-5. See you on the other side. We're in the belly of the beast now, people. Proceed carefully. What is that? Some kind of stasis chamber for the Chosen? No wonder they keep coming back at us despite everything we throw at them.
We've already killed the assassin. We're literally holding one of the weapons of the assassin.
Good little humans, come to me. Like a moth to a flame will you be
Alright,
consumed by
I'm gonna have you sneak off this direction. Okay, so we do spy these guys. Do we want to just send it? I feel like we kind of want to just send it.
Yes.
This is where a sniper would come in handy. But I think we'll be fine. That guy is just straight up out of cover, so let's see if you can't land a hit on this guy. Because if we can kill them early, that would be pretty handy. So no kill, but our Reaper might be able to finish that. E5. I'm skeptical. Alright, you can just walk up here. We don't crit, but the close quarter combat would lead me to believe we should be able to just vaporize this man. Yeah, kind of like that, actually. And we could just fire a second shot over here, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Perfect. I was going to have our Reaper do it, but I just don't want to risk breaking cover. And I think we can take this position. Yeah, we can do that without becoming or revealing what's his face. I think we can come up to here. Yeah, okay.
Doom approaching.
Alright, and then next turn, you know, I'm actually going to be a little cheeky and spend a turn reloading you first, and then we're gonna start this encounter. I guess we could probably push up slightly to get the most optimal positioning. Alright, yeah. Now that we're reloaded, now we push up. Where do you want to do it? I guess we could push you to here. And that should apparently not be it. Okay. Well, we're definitely not... We're not activating with 2 actions down. That's just not happening. Alright, because I really want a Reaper to be able to position and just open up with a banish. That would be fantastic. I guess Peplin, you have really good aim, so no matter where you're positioned, you can probably just zap him in the mouth. And skip.
Alright. We've faced these things before and we can do it again.
Wait, do we just get really close quarter and just... Oh, we can't skip it. Do we just like walk up there with our Reaper and shoot him in the face? Is that something we can do? He is brittle, so that would benefit us. Bro wants to walk forward, that'd be fantastic. Actually, that could not be a better location. That could not be a better location. So how close is brittle? Also, we do have... where is it? Blood Trail. So we get +1 damage. But do we want to try to save it? Hold on. I'm going to... I feel like I've tried to use Banish on the sarcophagus before and it didn't work. But I'm going to fact check it real quick and Google that. One sec. Okay, yeah. So that's what I thought. According to Google, no, it does not work. We cannot banish the sarcophagus. And I'm like 99% sure I've tested this before anyway. So... that's fine. We're just gonna walk up to, like, probably right here and just banish him. Bonk. There's the brittle.
Such audacity.
Such audacity. Gets shot in the back again. See, I like to imagine this takes ages, but I like to imagine it's. I like to imagine this like fanning the hammer on a revolver. Bro is just like he's just really fast at firing. A trivial effort, he says. All right, buddy. Yeah. We've done this before. Shut your mouth, please. Alright. Alright. We know what to do. Who does more damage? So you do 9 to 11. You deal... If only we were close enough to full auto, but that's fine. 9 to 11. So you both deal 9 to 11. It doesn't matter. 11. Love to see it. Big damage. 10. Good. Unfortunately, I don't think getting close to this actually gives us a bonus attack, because it's an object, not an enemy. 9. Don't love to see that quite as much. And then unfortunately, I don't think we can destroy it in time. But I think we will be able to destroy it next round. The problem is we do have to do it mindfully, because the Chosen will spawn, and we do have to kill him a second time. And we do have to do that. You have to attack it, and then also kill the Chosen. So that's quite a bit of health to chew through. Honestly, if that's just the one guy, I think Connor can deal with that. Okay, that's actually not that scary, all things considered. And Connor can probably still go murder that guy. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna have you guys focus this thing down. And 8 damage left. No, 7, right? Yeah, 7 damage left, so basically anybody can finish the job. Who do we want to do that? Do you have 7 damage? Theoretically. I want to do this in the most optimal way. No, you definitely don't have that. We guarantee it with you. Just that is a decent chunk of damage, but it's fine. We'll do this. Now, Bro does not spawn quite yet, so we're just gonna waltz over here and shoot you in the face. Also, I was wrong. He does not spawn quite yet. You know, theoretically, we could do some shenanigans here. But I think Connor got this one settled, right? Yes, there we go. Love to see it. So I'm going to... Where is Simon? There's Simon Fineman. So we are going to reload. I think that's the most important thing, and we're gonna move you to a more central location. And then I think we just Overwatch with you guys, right? Let's reload. Let's grapple. We can't grapple. Alright, well, we'll just take high ground.
A simple task, perhaps.
We're going to move you slightly to a more centralized location, and then when the Chosen spawns, we can go hunt him down and just absolutely dog on him. No skip. I want to kill him with the assassin sword. Yeah, I've killed him before. I know how this works. Bruh.
I have failed us. Impossible. The elders, they are silent.
Oh, you can't justice the, cringe. Alright, here's what we're gonna do.
Utilizing hook.
Grapple. zoom over here.
Yes, Commander.
Oh, we probably should have scooted over slightly more, but...
Born a lowly service, and yet you managed to
And then I want to kill him with the assassin sword.
I will end
So we do this.
traitor.
Easy mode.
Trifling wounds will
16. Jeez.
service to the earth
That wasn't even a crit. Kenjutsu, he's ready. He's ready to go kill something else.
pay for all that you have inflicted.
These trifling wounds will never slow my
It
service to
wasn't
the
easy, but
elders,
we
he
managed
says,
to pull it off,
in a
Commander.
pile of
If only we
viscera.
could see the look on the elders' faces.
It wasn't easy. Actually, no, it was really easy. We built a team specifically for beating this man into the dirt. And boy, did we beat him into the dirt. That went really well. Oh, actually, I didn't even realize we did it flawlessly. Look at that. Fantastic. Alright. We do get a promotion. Love to see it. Our entire team is tired. Connor is shaken. Probably because he had to sprint across the entire map 17 times. Close combat specialist is very good. Implacable is very good. And aggression is pretty solid. But I think we're just going to pick up both of them. Because... Oh, wait, no. I'm thinking close encounters. Close encounters is really, really, really good. Of the choices, implacable is the best. Because... yeah, just getting a bonus action when you kill something close to you is so good. But close combat specialist is also very strong. Especially since we have the chance to stun currently. So I think we will take it. And now that you have more damage, or more ammo, I think that's effectively free damage. Warlock weapon is here.
Battle. Advent stands no chance against our combined might, Commander.
Soldier shaken. You know, one of these days I am going to actually read that pop up. It's not quite okay. Yeah, Skibitsky and Pepland. Yeah, we can improve your bond. Let's do it. And then I want to send infirmary. Anyone? Mexum? Yeah, you can rest. Mexum, we can get rid of your negative trait. 'Cause, yeah, it's not like we can do the other chosen mission yet anyway. We're still sabotaging. And we got some intel. Unfortunately, I think we need 90 to make contact. 120 for their 80? 40, okay. So, we have a choice. We can make contact right here, right now. Well, after the 6 days. 160, jeez. So we could make contact here. But that will delay getting us over here. However, this would get us to one of these facilities a lot quicker, which means we could lower the avatar progress. And we really need to, because this is going to help us, but it's not going to be the savior here. So, in a perfect world, I would rather save up for this, because we could hit 2 facilities, and we would get more bang for our buck. And we get progress. I think I'm going to shoot for that, mainly because we have our sabotage going on, and it buys us a little bit of wiggle room. But we do need more intel, and we need it now. So let's go try to finish this. By the time this is done, our sabotage will be done anyway. So we're just going to hope that our armor is huge. Our armor is very huge. Celestial gauntlets, incredible. Warden armor, love to see it. Warlock weapon. Arcanata, I mean, it's instant. We're gonna take it. That gives us... Wow, I did not realize these were locked behind the upgrade, or that.
Such a grand design.
Wow, that's so many things. Inspired? Yeah, I think we're gonna take that. I would love beam cannons, however, but an inspired 2-day research, pretty good to me. Oh, but we do want this. Well, whatever, we can wait. It's 2 days. We'll be fine. Power armor. So now, sure, we'll use Nyx. I think that means... Okay, so that's automatically giving you the Predator armor. But does that mean... I think that means all of our other armor is upgraded too, right? Do we have to build it? We might have to build it. Warden armor. Okay, 300. Jeez Louise. Okay, so we do need some more money. So I think we will make a pit stop at the black market again. Buy 2. That is huge. This is done. Huge. Disruptor rifles on board. Oh man, that actually would be good. +1 damage to our skirmisher. I think we're at a point in the game that the +1, while important, isn't imperative. I would rather... I lied, we're doing this. I want the damage. We're playing greedy.
I'll notify you as soon as the report is available.
Less than ideal. Do we have anyone available for this? We do. We have multiple majors. Very cool. Let's send Simon and an aim bonus. Who do we want? I guess we'd probably want it on Snowdog of our available guys, because like I think Nyx has a 100% chance to hit just about any target. I think we will put it on Snowdog just for the bonus. However, there is a chance of an ambush, and we can't negate the chance of being wounded because our Templar is likely tired. Yeah, he's tired. So it'll be fine. Yeah, we'll do it.
My followers will lead this action to victory.
Man. Okay, Fuse is pretty good. I like offensive abilities typically. Landed UFO. Do we want to do that? That could be nice. Well, I guess the bigger question is, who all do we have available? So we have Nyx, Raisin, we have Sentient Bumblebee, Z, and Male. We do have, we could take Eclipse Nova as well. An unlikely team. 2 snipers as well. Very interesting. Alright, yeah. I'll do it, I guess. I was gonna also push it till next episode, but nah, we'll just do it right now. Why not?
Setting course
Weird
for
team.
Sector 1.
Landed UFO. I think it'll be interesting. I'm gonna go through everyone's loadout and make sure everything looks good, and I will be right back. Alright, so I went ahead and customized him, and I made him another Iron Warrior. And my reasoning behind this was I was thinking we could use we only have 1 medic, and that's Raisin. And so I was like, we could use another medic. Well, what would be a fun apothecary? And I was like, well, you know, we could also probably use a little bit more hacking. And so I thought, hey, what if we made an Iron Warrior apothecary? And so here we are. And yeah, he has a really wide loadout. So Servo Skull for, you know, healing and hacking. Bolt Gun because, I don't know, it just feels thematically appropriate for an Iron Warrior. Grenade Launcher because it feels appropriate for an Iron Warrior. And then the Skulljack because I can't use the Ripjack because I have because of the skills I chose, but I wanted him to still be able to use like the apothecary arm, so I did give him the Skulljack for that. Plus, I mean, it does feel appropriate for a hacker class to be using that. But yeah, for the abilities, we went with infantry, so he can actually use value or get value out of his primary firearm. Which is going to be typically my medics in these games don't tend to be really damage focused, so I thought it'd be fun to have a more damage oriented apothecary. But yeah, hacker because, you know, Iron Warrior, and then medic because I wanted a medic. So yeah, I think that'll be interesting. Now it is worth noting we do have both of our apothecaries on this mission currently, but yeah, I don't know. I figured it was appropriate. like I said, we do only have a single apothecary. Alright, but yeah, with all that being said, I think we are good to go. Let's launch it.
Sky Ranger deployed.
In position to...
Menace 1-5, UFO site coordinates locked in. Move to secure the area, neutralize all hostiles.
Alright, so what I'm thinking would be a good idea is to position our snipers just on high ground here and move the rest of our team in. Ooh, that guy had no helmet. He looked different. But yeah, move the rest of our team in and then just pepper them from a distance. And I'm thinking that's the move. And that includes Sentient Bumblebee.
Shift positions.
You are effectively a sniper. And so yeah, we'll just kind of... And we might be able to open up with a grenade or something, but we'll see. Let's push up with the rest of you.
We've got a hostile squad
I
here.
love the idea of hiding behind a wheelbarrow. As if you aren't like an 8-foot tall, like behemoth of a man.
Move, move, move.
And yeah, we'll push you up as well.
At your command.
Alright, ideally, I don't want to take on both pods simultaneously. That's a lot of health bars. However, they do seem to want to just sit right next to each other. So we could just open up with a grenade. That isn't a terrible idea. But we could also wait, especially since 4 to 5 damage is not really going to get us very far right now. So I think we're just going to Overwatch everybody.
Yes, Commander. We'll engage on site.
And hopefully let them split up a little bit before we engage. Because like I said, that is a lot of health to chew through. Especially since our team is unique. Yeah, say with 2 snipers, we do a decent amount of damage, but we are missing a bit of like big damage, especially since our snipers aren't fully upgraded. And I don't think I've upgraded your gun either. So I think this is probably a good time to start this fight. We'll let you take the first hit, especially since I think you might be able to just kill one of them outright if you roll high.
We're visible here.
Perfect.
Check it before you get too close.
Unfortunate.
They will know pain.
Now, I don't want to move basically whatsoever. So if we could just deal with this guy, that'd be pretty cool. Man, we need to upgrade your gun. The problem is right now I really don't want to spend the money on upgrading your gun because I would prefer to save up for our better armor. We could just hit him with a Soulfire. Alright, yeah, let's just do that. Perfect. I was really worried we were gonna roll low, like a 4, and just not hit him. Let's have everyone else Overwatch.
Destroy the
And maybe if we're lucky, they'll walk into view and we can shoot them. Okay, well, we get to shoot something. We did miss both shots, so it literally doesn't matter, because of course we missed both shots.
Menace 1-5, we just picked up an outbound signal coming from the UFO. It's some kind of distress beacon.
Might be a
We need
good
get
time
inside
to
that ship and
overdrive.
shut down the signal before they send their whole fleet after us.
I'm gonna say that Sentinel is kind of beefy, but he's also a prime target. You. We should be hitting for full damage since he's out of cover.
Do not waste what the Emperor provides.
Yeah, I think we should be able to finish it off.
Emperor guide
one
your
damage.
aim, brothers.
You know what we could do instead is launch a plasma grenade. I think that's what we will do, actually, because this will kill the Sentinel, and it'll get some damage on the other guy. Might as well spread the damage around. Alright, so now... Oof, buddy, that is not a good shot. So you still have a guaranteed hit, no matter what. I feel like a Justice is probably the move here. Oh, we haven't landed a single Justice this entire episode. Okay, well... This is not flanking. That's less than ideal. Insanity? Wow. Could stasis someone. Promise we need to hit our target. And as it looks, or as it currently looks, we are not going to have good luck doing that. Alright, well, let's try to mark him and then blast him. If we're lucky, do we want to try to blow up his cover, maybe? 61 on insanity. Man. Yeah, we need to reposition here badly.
I'm on it.
I did forget to change your voice again. Wow, 51. Why can't any of you hit a target? Okay, well, we're gonna rapid target. Wow, we are having a really hard time with this. With landing hits, it looks like. Okay, so that's a crit. That's good. 1 damage. That's not good. We could have Nyx. Here's what we do, I think. Have Nyx break concealment. Because Nyx has the ability... Wait, don't you have Shadow Strike? Evidently not. I could have sworn we grabbed Shadow Strike. Oh, we do have Shadow Strike. No, wait, it's a reposition or whatever it's called. You don't have that yet, I don't think. Okay, well, that's a little bit of a whoopsie on my part then. Okay. Because what I was thinking we do is shoot him, get our action, shoot him, get the kill, and then shoot him to finish. But unfortunately, we don't have that ability quite yet. I could have sworn we had given it to you, but evidently we did not. Alright, so who all do we have available? So you can pop a target. Oh, let's hollow target you, which shouldn't end your turn. You should have... Wow, that didn't do literally anything. I thought... Okay, whatever, take the shot. Okay, there we go. We did roll success there. That's what we needed. And I think we just scoot over and shoot this guy.
Repay their arrogance with blood!
Oh my god, I knew it. I knew the second I saw it was a 90 we were gonna whiff that. Oh my god, dude. Okay, well, you physically can't see him and you can't get into a position to see him. So I guess we're gonna Overwatch.
Destroy the weak!
And hope that he doesn't do some nonsense. Yeah, go figure. Oh, this game is actually just crazy. How we can just magically miss everything. Okay, well, how long is our stasis? Alright, Nyx, please kill this man. Okay, buddy. I forgot, these guys are my favorite enemy in the world. The ones that go into stasis and then they get their free action, or they get to take their action immediately afterwards. So
On your order.
this guy is probably gonna get some damage off on us, and there's really not much we can do about that one. The problem is we do have to get in here and do the objective very quickly. But I think we can probably get to here and hack it.
Feel our wrath!
But, yeah, unfortunately...
Do your part, and he will provide.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to Overwatch. So I guess just...
Fall into position, Initiate.
Alright, hopefully we'll get an Overwatch shot. No, mind control. Oh. And he gets Nyx.
They are too
And is he
strong.
going to move? Is everyone going to panic? No, okay.
They are too strong.
Alright. And can we just... we have no melee, do we? Alright, well, we need you to hack, so... I'm just gonna have you walk over here and shoot him in the face. Assuming you can do so. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, there's a very real chance we're gonna whiff that, even though we are point blank with this man. There's no windows, so I think we're safe to push up as much as we want. We'll put you right here, I guess. And I think we're going to lower you guys down a floor, just so you have a better look into the UFO.
Your will?
And we probably want to scoot you up, because while you are technically a sniper, it's not really great at sniping. AKA our damage output is severely hindered by there being cover. Okay, so we do spot another pod, which is less than ideal. We are gonna get some damage out though. Now, do we actually have to get over there, or can I just... Okay, I think I can just do it from here, which is exactly what I'm looking for. I would love this, but the current dark event, I think I want to postpone that. Okay, we wouldn't have gotten this anyway. But yeah, we want this because I don't remember what the dark events are, and I think one of them might boost the Avatar project.
We've knocked out the alien distress signal. Looks like the skies are quiet.
Alright, so we don't have... Oh, that actually didn't. End our turn. So, in that case, let's destroy all of their cover. Can we hit all three of them? Not quite. Maybe you can. But I think your explosion radius is slightly bigger. No, unfortunately not. Yeah, let's just do this. Just want their cover gone, and we can just start blasting them, hopefully. Now, you can see this guy. Now, unfortunately, even though I can clearly see the other dude, we do not have line of sight, apparently. That is a kill. And that does give us death from above if we are able to see them, but... you know what? We're just going to walk up there and shoot him. 75. Perfect, okay. I was really worried we were going to whiff that, just because of how the beginning of this mission has been going. Alright, now unfortunately, well, you could probably shoot him. However, your damage output is questionable.
Finding a better vantage point.
67% weapon range. Okay, whatever. Take the shot. Please don't miss. Thank you.
The point seems vulnerable. Death comes without warning.
Oh, there's still guys
My
left.
lord. For the dark gods.
Alright, we're not pushing in with an apothecary. That's simply not happening, so let's Overwatch. That means the final pod is probably somewhere maybe over here or inside the UFO. So I feel like We want our snipers on high ground. Maybe one of you should move forward.
Skulls for
We'll
the
scoot up,
skull throne.
grab this, and see what we find.
We will rejoice later.
Don't immediately see anything, so I guess we'll push. Oh, well,
Emperor provides.
maybe not. You have no cover. We blew up the area too. Alright, we're gonna scoot up slightly. Nyx, you're gonna stay where you are. Because we need you kind of covering the area. Z, you're coming in with us. And you move over here. And we're going to give you a reload, and we're gonna be chilling.
Despair, for your end is near.
If you can get a hint as to where the next spot is, that would be pretty cool. Wow, we cover in this place is not laid out ideally.
As you wish.
Advent forces on the ground.
Oh, that is a Leman Russ. That is a problem. I assume that is the equivalent of a sectopod here. And that is not what we want to deal with. So I think we're going to walk up here and shoot him a lot. Now before we do that, I think we rapid target just to make sure we land all of our hits, as we cannot afford to let this thing live for any meaningful amount of time. So let's waltz right up here. And yeah, we're just gonna start blasting. Before we do this, is there anyone who has a grenade? I know Nyx does, but I would rather use Nyx's gun instead of a grenade here. I don't know if any of you have shred, so I think we just commit. We're not going to deal as much damage as I might like, but actually 3 damage
Targeting
isn't
armor.
terrible.
Do not waste what the Emperor provides.
Crit, that's pretty huge. And this should get it down to 3 points of armor, and that's not bad damage at all, actually. A lot more than I was expecting. And now we can hit him with a full auto fire, which will hopefully get him pretty darn close to death. How much health is that? I genuinely can't see it. Okay, 4 health. Nyx, don't you get armor piercing? Maybe not, but if nothing else, you deal enough damage. The question is, do we want you to do that, or do we want Nyx? Because Nyx is in a position where you can't really do anything else. Is there any... Actually, you could come down here and shoot a guardsman. So, let's guarantee the kill with you. Oh my god. Yeah, 90%, I should have known. Oh. Why is it so hard for XCOM not to BS us at literally every opportunity? Alright, this is theoretically a kill. Yeah, no, go figure. I'm about to lose my mind. So we are guaranteed to take damage, basically. Okay, well... So we could have... Really, there's really no answer here that isn't going to not have us take damage. That is very frustrating. I would love to do this, but I don't know if there's an angle in which we can do that. We really just need to secure a kill, honestly, on the thing. Is there like an angle? Is there a world in which we could like shoot it and also I guess I could just have you shoot it, but I'd rather use Void Rift over here, and then the off chance Insanity procs. And I don't think the spray is large enough that we could come over here, hit them and the tank. Let's try to come over here. This might reach. Okay, yeah, it looks like we can reach over here still. So let's do this. We might be able to get some damage on these guys. We killed the tank. Okay, so we did hit over here, so we love to see that. And I think we just we could guarantee a kill on him. No, it's not a guarantee, and knowing this game is gonna do some stupid stuff. Oh, we just Void Rift.
The rift opens.
We pray for a good insanity. Neither got insanity. Well, he's on fire, so maybe that'll prevent him from shooting. No, he's gonna shoot us. Okay, he missed, so that's at least something. He's also gonna walk through the fire, however, not catch on fire. And thank God he's gonna whip though. So let's say if we get shot and I take damage, I was probably going to have a stroke, if I'm being honest. So we zap him in the face and then we just shoot him. just kill the man. Good. Let's have you come in here and get the kill so you can get some XP. Very cool. Oh man, that was way more stressful than it needs to be.
After a mission like that, spirits are gonna be high around here.
Alright, so we did get some promotions. Break through wall and cover when moving. Interesting. Targeted by an attack, the enemy has a chance to panic. I think Wrecking Ball is the move. Alright, Shadow Strike could be pretty valuable. However, you don't really have any stealth options at the moment. So I think Steady Hands is the move. Well, yeah, sure, why not? It'll basically guarantee your first attack of the mission. Ooh. Well, I think we're one shy of both of these. Actually, no, this is 20. So let's do Combat Protocol, and then we'll do this. That makes you a good medic, and it gives us guaranteed damage. Alright. Well, rest required. How are you shaken? For such a... Well, why are you shaken? Does stasis drain your will? Or maybe someone got mind controlled and that affected his will. I don't know. Either way, he got cautious. Alright. Either way, I think that is a good place to end this episode. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.